One man who helped an Ogden police officer who happened to be having dinner inside the mall with his wife last night. He spoke to 2 News last night, then he spoke again to Brian Malahy this morning, and Brian has this story.
I'm seeing the guy with the rifle, the shotgun to his shoulder, taking shots, reloading and taking more shots.
And what do you do?
I run from store to store telling people, you know, get in and lock up. There's a guy with a gun. Some stores didn't believe me at first, but I think they got the message.
Yeah, you told me you went into one business and you're trying to be calm.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. I was trying to be calm. I didn't want to cause any chaos, so I calmly tell them, there's a guy with a gun, you need to lock your door. And they look at me funny, so I repeat myself. And they kept looking at me funny, so finally I yelled. And I think they locked the door to lock me out because they thought I was the crazy one.
So you're screaming at them. Yeah, you got to lock up.
Yeah, at this point, listen, lock the door. So.
All right, then you go back to your business and you grab something.
Well,
what do you grab?
Then, as I leave there, I tell one more store. I come out of the last store I tell, and there was an empty kiosk with a stool. So I grabbed the stool, ran back down to where I could see him before, and peeked back over the edge, and he's still down there doing the same thing.
What is he doing at this point?
He's shooting and reloading, same thing.
With a shotgun, as he's firing a couple shots, reloading. Firing a couple shots, reloading.
Exactly. Watch that, trying to figure out what I can do from up top. Something's got to be done. This has gone on, and it seems like forever at this point. And I kind of look down one hall, and I see another guy kind of creeping.
Yeah, now this is the guy on the lower level.
On the lower level. I see him creeping, and he makes eye contact with me and says, Ogden City Police Department. And so,
but he's trying to
figure out where the guy is, trying to let me know that he's a good guy without giving away his position. So I'm up top trying to direct him to the suspect without me getting seen or the officer getting seen. And
how do you do it? How are you doing it? Are you
trying to, point and do this and, as best as I can without yelling, hey, he's right over there, and both of us getting shot up. And so eventually he gets the guy kind of pinned back in. I think it was Pottery Barn Kids.
Eventually the gunman sees this officer.
Yeah, and then he backs off in there. And at that point, Pottery Barn Kids is directly underneath me. I'm standing right above it on the walkway. And I can't see the guy with the shotgun anymore. I can see the officer tucked away behind a brick column, and trying to converse with him, trying to figure out, he's trying to see if I can see him, stuff like that. And
you were actually talking to the officer?
A little bit, not a whole lot.
Whispering.
Well, actually, he yells up, I've only got 6 shots. I can't be doing this. And I yell back, I can't see him. He's got to be directly below me. And they exchanged fire a couple times.
You saw the gunfire, the exchange?
Yes, oh yeah. And then
So does the gunman wheel around and fire at the officer? How did it happen?
Well, he was directly below me, so I couldn't see. I think he was tucked away and peeking out and taking a shot and stepping back in the doorway from what I could tell from up where I was.
The officer, throughout this interchange with you, has his gun drawn?
Oh, yeah. Very professional.
What was the demeanor of the gunman?
He seemed like he was having fun, to be honest. As sick as it might sound, he had a smile on his face.
You're not the only one who witnessed that?
No. Nope.
Do you think the Ogden police officer is the one who killed this gunman?
Shortly after they exchanged fire, I saw the Ogden police officer turn the opposite way and show his badge and yell, Ogden City police officer. Just then, I saw, I believe, Salt Lake City officers and the Ogden police officer. It sounded like the 4th of July going off right then. So
they all opened up. All the officers opened up.
I heard police drop the gun and then yeah.
Some people say it's like the movies.
It's not like the movies. You don't smell gunpowder in the movies. You don't feel concrete falling on your head from the ceiling getting shot above you in the movies. It's a lot more real than the movies. You don't see blood dripping. You don't see it oozing out of people.
You went down and saw the victims.
I was upstairs. I had a pretty good view. Straight down on them.
Awful. There's words just don't describe this.
No. No. Sitting up there with nothing you can do, watching people drop. Worst feeling of my life.
But this could have been worse. You talk about him reloading. Do you think he was done shooting?
No, he was far from done. As far as I could tell, he had a lot more bullets to go and wasn't going to stop. If it wasn't for that Ogden City officer, it would have just kept going.